thing. Now you know this thing that this rectangle is actually having certain dimensions, and the dimensions what is showing by default is actually from center to center. Now there's another problem. Usually Revit will be showing the dimensions from center to center. If you don't want the dimension to be in center to center, let us say from interface to interface, what you can do, there's a small little settings you have to do. So go for the manage and then go for the additional settings, and you can see here I will be having something called temporary dimensions. Just click on this temporary dimension and you'll be having this dialog box open for you. Select the spaces and then click on OK, and then if you're trying to select any of it, you can see here how things are getting actually inner to inner. This is how you can actually control the things. Just select this thing and you can see here again the things are going to be from, oh, it's not showing like that. So again, select and see, yeah, it's from inner to inner. Now I want to make this thing, let us say exactly 12 feet enter, and I want this thing to be, let us say 15 feet enter, and you can see here I have created my room. Now when I'm trying to place the tag for the rooms, you can select here room and then click inside, and you can see here I got this room. There's a box available here and it's written here 1. I'm gonna just write it down like this is my room. Let us say it's my hall, so HALL, this is my hall. But what I actually saying you is I don't want just this hall, I want the dimensions at the bottom side. Like I know that this is actually having the dimensions 15 feet, I know that this is having another dimension as 12, but it should be written in the bottom side that it is 15 feet cross 12 feet. I don't need to again have a text where I need to write all these dimensions. Well, how we can deal with that problem? First of all, select this tag, and then you can see here I'm having an option of edit families. Click on this edit family, and it is going to let you in this family kind of thing. What you have to do is you don't need all this thing. Just select this thing and delete. DE is the shortcut key, or you can just press DE. Delete also. Now the next thing what you have to do is after having done this part, just select this thing, and you can see I'm having an option of edit label. So I can select that edit label, and you can see here this is actually the dialog box which is going to open for you. Now if you want to calculate that length and width, what you have to do is just to go for Autodesk website and type here for the formula like length and width rooms Revit, and you can see here actually I'm having a formula. So formulas are as follows. Room length is something it is written. Just copy paste this formula in your, just a minute, I'll be showing you how to have this formula copied. And you can see, yeah, this is the formula what I need here. Just selecting each and everything here until the 2, and then Ctrl+C so that you can copy that thing. Just minimize the thing, and there's a small little option here, FX. It is not available in Revit 2016 for some reason. They didn't give us the calculated parameters, but in this thing we are actually having that part. So I'm tapping here, the name is actually my length, so LENGTH, and then it's a common, and it's not number, it's actually length kind of parameter, and then I'm putting the formula here. So okay, after putting that formula, what you have to do is you have to just press on OK, and you can see here I got that length. And in order to get the width, what you have to do is, it's a basic thing. If you want to get the width, just divide area divided by length, you'll be getting the width. So for that thing, I'm just again go back to this part, and I'm just writing here WIDTH, and then I'm going to select here length, and again I'm going to select this thing, and you'll be getting all these different kind of fields options available for you. Now this thing, what I'm going to do in this case is area and divided by length. You'll be getting that length option. Yeah, this thing. Once you're done with creating this length, then only you'll be getting this length option, otherwise you will not be getting this option. So I'm going to just select that thing, and it's okay. Now I'm going to click on OK here, and you can see here I'm getting the width as well. Now after done with these two things, just I'm clicking on OK. We are not actually perfectly done with this thing. I'm going to show you why we are not perfectly done, but still I'm just trying to load that thing. Loading project and override existing, and here we go, we're getting that thing. So if you're trying to change the wall here to make this thing bigger, and you can see here how things actually changing to a fit, and it's showing 19 feet, something like that. And you can see the bottom side also is written. Usually when you represent this length and width, the first and the foremost thing we represent is horizontal dimension, and then we represent this vertical dimension. First thing is that, and the second thing is a hall is there, then afterwards in the next line these two things should be coming. And another thing is these two dimensions should be having cross mark in between. And the next thing is these dimensions should be let us say having what can I say? Okay, I'll be showing you what exactly I want to say this thing. And even you can see here there's a box available here. I don't want that particular box, so go for edit type, and you can see here showroom number option. It just untick this showroom number and then click on OK. So this box is actually done. We are done with this thing. So okay, select this thing, go for edit family. Now select this thing again, and what I'm going to do right now is just go for this edit label and just make this length below and width above. So select this thing, click here, and first is width and next is length. So it means I'm having first horizontal dimension and then I'm having the vertical dimension, that kind of thing. Okay, now the next thing what you have to do is you have to put breakage there. Like after the name, you will be having in the next line width and length should be available. And another thing is this width should be having a suffix which is cross. Just put X, that's to capital X. And the next thing is you should be having there should not be any space here, so I'm making this thing as 0. So clicking on OK now, if you want to change the dimensions formats, you can actually select this thing and then click on this part as well, edit calculated value. Sorry, I guess I have this thing. If you want to change the units actually, okay, I'm just unticking this part here, and then you can see here we can actually have the suppression of the 0 fit or that kind of thing. However, you may not be using this thing. In case you want to suppress that part, you can actually use that thing. Just I'm clicking on right now apply. Okay, later on I'll be showing you how exactly the things are going to be. Select this thing now. Let's load that thing in project, override existing, and you can see here how simple and easy it has become. So this is how we can actually have our rooms tag, and whenever you're changing anything here, it's going to change with that particular part. So this is how easy and good it is. So this is what I want to show in this tutorial. If you want to have any other suggestions like this, you can actually put that thing in comment section. Until that, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.